Welcome to our channel Inspiring Mind. Welcome to day 5 of 21 days challenge for affirmation for the 10x grow in your mindset and life. Day 5, fearful emotions. Today we are going to address fearful emotions. In any given situation, I believe that we have a choice between love and fear. We experience fear of change, fear of not changing, fear of the future, and fear of taking a chance. We fear intimacy, and we fear being alone. We fear letting people know what we need and who we are, and we fear letting go of the past. At the other end of the spectrum, we have love. Love is the miracle we are all looking for. Loving ourselves works miracles in our lives. I'm not talking about vanity or arrogance, because that's not love. That's fear. I'm talking about having great respect for ourselves and gratitude for the miracle of our body and mind. Remind yourself when you're frightened that you're not loving and trusting yourself. Not feeling good enough interferes with the decision-making process. How can you make a good decision when you're not sure about yourself? Susan Jeffers, in her marvelous book Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, states that if everybody feels fear when approaching something totally new in life, yet so many are out there doing it despite the fear, then we must conclude that fear is not the problem. She goes on to say that the real issue is not the fear, but how we hold the fear. We can approach it from a position of power or a position of helplessness. The fact that we have the fear becomes irrelevant. We see what we think the problem is, and then we find out what the real problem is. Not feeling good enough and lacking self-love are the real problems. Emotional problems are among the most painful of all. Occasionally we may feel angry, sad, lonely, guilty, anxious, or frightened. When these feelings take over and become predominant, our lives can become emotional battlegrounds. What we do with our feelings is important. Are we going to act out in some way? Will we punish others or force our will upon them? Will we somehow abuse ourselves? The belief that we are not good enough is often at the root of these problems. Good mental health begins with loving the self. When we love and approve of ourselves completely, the good and the so-called bad, we can begin to change. Part of self-acceptance is releasing other people's opinions. Many of the things we've chosen to believe about ourselves have absolutely no basis in truth, and these thoughts have no power over us unless we act upon them. Thoughts are only words strung together. They have no meaning whatsoever. Only we give meaning to them, and we do so by focusing on the negative messages over and over again in our minds. We believe the worst about ourselves. And we choose what kind of meaning we give to them. Exercise, letting go. As you read this exercise, take a deep breath, and as you exhale, allow the tension to leave your body. Let your scalp, forehead, and face relax. Your head need not be tense in order for you to read. Let your tongue, throat, and shoulders relax. Let your back, abdomen, and pelvis relax. Let your breathing be at peace as you relax your legs and feet. Can you feel a noticeable change in your body since you started reading the previous paragraph? In this relaxed, comfortable position, say to yourself, I am willing to let go. I release. I let go. I release all tension. I release all fear. I release all anger. I release all guilt. I release all sadness. I let go of old limitations. I let go, and I am at peace. I am at peace with myself. I am at peace with the process of life. I am safe. Go over this exercise 2 or 3 times. Feel the ease of letting go. Repeat it whenever you feel thoughts of difficulty coming up. It takes a little practice for the routine to become a part of you. When you put yourself into this peaceful state, First, it becomes easy for your affirmations to take hold. You become open and receptive to them. There is no need to struggle or stress or strain. Just relax and think the appropriate thoughts. Yes, it is this easy. Exercise, have fun with your inner child. When you're in a state of anxiety or fear that keeps you from functioning, you may have abandoned your inner child. Think of some ways in which you can reconnect with your inner child. What could you do for fun? What could you do that is just for you? List 15 ways in which you could have fun with your inner child. You may enjoy reading good books, going to the movies, gardening, keeping a journal, or taking a hot bath. How about some childlike activities? Really take the time to think. You could run on the beach, go to a playground and swing on a swing, draw pictures with crayons, or climb a tree. Once you've made your list, try at least one activity each day. Let the healing begin. Look at all you've discovered. Keep going, you can create such fun for you and your inner child. Feel the relationship between the two of you healing. Affirmations for fearful emotions. Below, I've divided the affirmations for fearful emotions into categories. For each topic, there is a sample negative statement, along with an affirmation to counter each belief. However, you may prefer to personalize them by writing down your own greatest fear for each category listed below, and then thinking up a positive affirmation that corresponds to it. Make these affirmations part of your daily routine. Say them often in the car, at work, while looking in the mirror, or anytime you feel your negative beliefs surfacing. 1. Career. Sample fear, I'm afraid that no one will ever see my value. Sample affirmation, everybody at work appreciates me. 2. Living situation. Sample fear, I'll never have a place of my own. Sample affirmation, there is a perfect home for me, and I accept it now. 3. Family relations. Sample fear, my parents won't accept me the way I am. Sample affirmation, I accept my parents, and they, in turn, accept and love me. 4. Money. Sample fear, I'm afraid of being poor. Sample affirmation, I trust that all my needs will be taken care of. 5. Physical appearance. Sample fear, I think I'm fat and unattractive. Sample affirmation, I release the need to criticize my body. 6. Sample fear, I'm afraid that I'll have to perform. Sample affirmation, I am relaxed and I flow with life easily and effortlessly. 7. Health. Sample fear, I'm afraid I'll get sick and won't be able to take care of myself. Sample affirmation, I always attract all the help I need. 8. Relationships. Sample fear, I don't think anyone will ever love me. Sample affirmation, love and acceptance are mine. I love myself. 9. Old age. Sample fear, I'm afraid of getting old. Sample affirmation, every age has its infinite possibilities. 10. Death and dying. Sample fear, what if there's no life after death? Sample affirmation, I trust the process of life. I am on an endless journey through eternity. 11. General. Sample fear, I'm anxious all the time. Sample affirmation, I am at peace. Sample fear, people scare me. Sample affirmation, I am loved and safe wherever I go. Sample fear, I have difficulty expressing my feelings. Sample affirmation, it is safe for me to express my feelings. Sample fear, I feel like a failure. Sample affirmation, my life is a success. Sample fear, I'm scared of being alone. Sample affirmation, I express love and always attract love wherever I go. Thanks for watching day 5 of 21 days of affirmation, and be ready for day 6. Like and subscribe our channel, Inspiring Mind, to grow in your life. Thanks with a lot of gratitude.